How's it going, everybody? Incognegro here, back in another video. Obviously today we are doing our team builder for the Chicago Cubs using Gerard, or Jared, however you say his name. I think he is 3-3 now. We have gotten to the record of 5-1, thankfully. And obviously we want to win this match, but this team is really weird. Gerard has Teambuilder, Latias Mega, Politoed, Ludicolo, Roserade, Kabutops, Metagross, Kyurem, Seismitoad, and Swellow. His team is very, very rain prevalent, I guess, or rain heavy, whichever word you want to use here, whichever one's correct, really. His Z-Crystal users are Ludicolo, Kabutops, Kyurem, and Seismitoad. So this team is it's a hefty one. Now, at the bottom, I've predicted Latias and Mega, Teambuilder, Kabutops, Kyurem, Politoed, and Metagross. Why do I pick all these mons? Well, let's go through the mons that I didn't pick, right? Ludicolo can easily sub in for Kabutops. Either one will have a good time against my team. Kabutops is just the fastest rain abuser at 284 in comparison to 239 for Ludicolo and 271 for Seismitoad. They can also come if they want to, but I think he's only going to have one because the other mons make a big difference, right? So there is that. Number two, with this, it allows me to say, well, if Ludicolo doesn't come, then my Scarf with Starmie makes no sense. But the rest of my mods can still handle it just in case it does, which I have Tornadus. But we'll talk about the team as well. Roserade doesn't have a good time against my team at all, and a lot of mons that I have on my roster can handle it already. Especially just like Shaman with Psychic, Zygarde if he's behind us up just 1,000 arrows, does a lot of damage, does have a great defense stat as well. Psychic Fangs from Sharpedo, Psychic from Starmie, Hurricane from Tornadus, and Scrafty can naturally handle it as well. Moving down the list, Seismitoad and Swellow being the last two mons, I don't think you're coming. Seismitoad because though it is a second fastest system abuser on his team, I don't think it's coming. Honestly, it doesn't have a great time against my team, and all it can really do is bulk out and has to run Rindo Berry if it even wants to show up, because then it will just get O-code automatically by mons that I have. Besides Zygarde, which we'll talk about in a minute. Swellow has to be Scarf no matter what, because 383 will not be outspeeding Scarf Starmie or even Scarf Tornadus, where they could both definitely OHKO Swellow, and that would be amazing for me. But playing into his team, I think that Ludicolo is the most probable one that could come as well. If he brings more Swift Swim users, then that would be amazing for my prep, because then I don't have to Kyurem and or Metagross. Be great. Latias has a great time against my team overall and can dish out a lot of damage. If it is a Calm Mind Store Power set, then that is troublesome, or if it's just really just any set, it can be troublesome. Teambuilder, definitely an instrumental mon, could definitely be running Thunder to abuse its own rain, and that'd be really funny and really destructive as well, but we have ways to handle that as well, but I'd rather it not come. Scarf Coco can be an issue because then I don't have anything to outspeed it naturally. But then we can get into one move and then we can start setting up or doing other things against it. Kabutops, like I said with Ludicolo, definitely a good rain abuser as well, and can take apart my team like it's nothing. Kyurem, even without an Assault Vest, it can be a detriment with choice specs, and also just be a detriment in general, and a lot of my team doesn't want to be in against it. Though, if we do get up our Zygarde's D-Dance, we can definitely hit it with an Outrage, or something of that sort. Politoed, all we gotta do is kill it and make sure Rain doesn't come back up, because he has to get a Brain once. Once he gets a Brain, he'll be fine, but once Politoed's dead, there will be no more Rain, and his team falls apart a little bit. Well, at least the rain abuse just fall apart. Everything else would be fine, actually, but we need to kill Politoed immediately, but it can also Perish Trap. Well, not Perish Trap. It can Perish Song and then be an asshole as well, so there is that. Metagross, I used to have it, obviously. It is a good band user and a good Scarfer as well. It gets access to Explosion and Rock Polish and has a lot of decent sets and does relatively okay against my team. It's not great, but it's not terrible as well, so there's that. So I'm talking about Gerard's team, or Jared's team. So we have Estrella, the Starmie with the Choice Scarf with Thunderbolt, Grass Knot, Power Gem, and Psychic. I need 252 in each, but I don't have to run max speed. Well, I don't have to run max plus speed. Well, what is it, Avery? I don't have to run, oh, what's that? Oh, that's my phone. Y'all couldn't hear that, but, I don't have to run max speed. I just have to run max speed without the boosting nature. So with this, I'm guaranteeing an OHKO on the following with this move set: Kabutops, Politoed, Roserade, think so. Roverade on Kabutops. I already said Seismitoad and Swellow. I'm not guaranteeing an Oko, unfortunately, on Latias since I don't have really anything to hit it with, and Power Gem isn't doing too much to Kyurem. Even if it's like a spec set, still not doing a lot either. It can do work against Tapu Koko because we will outspeed it and Psychic will do a lot of damage. I think it might Oko. I'll probably put it on the screen if it does or if it doesn't. But Starmie has a really good time here, and I was thinking about it when I was first team building, and I decided to add Starmie at the last second. Jaws is our standard Destiny Bond set with Crunch, Destiny Bond, obviously Protect, and Poison Jab. No Water Stab this week because we don't need it. This time we're going Max Speed instead. We're going Beneficial Nature in Speed, being Jolly instead of going Adamant as we usually do, because I think we're going to need the speed more often than not. 339 is crucial in this matchup, and that's really great. It can handle Latias if we're at +1. I think it might Oko. I'm not sure. It depends on the set. But standard Latias, if it's not defensive, it kills it. Jab definitely can Oko Tapu Koko, but I don't think it's a guarantee Oko. But we probably just use Destiny Bond anyway, and at +1 speed, we would definitely want to do that unless it is also Scarfed. Crunch also handles Metagross, does a good chunk of damage to that as well. Jab is also for Ludicolo, doing a nice chunk of damage as well. Destiny Bond is mainly the ploy here. If anything, if we outspeed, we just Destiny Bond and then we're fine. All of his rain abusers can take out Sharpedo and I think a hit, so that's going to be something to see as well. But I think we'll definitely be fine with Jaws here. The Tornadus is our other Scarf user, so there's no item clause in this league, so that's really beneficial to me right now because I could abuse that. Choice Scarf with the 252 in special attack and speed, but this time, just like with Starmie, it is also going to be modest. With Hurricane, we Oko Ludicolo. In Rain, we outspeed everything barring Kabutops and Seismitoad, I believe, but they don't do a lot to us back, so we're fine. Hurricane kills Roserade and Ludicolo and doesn't miss a Rain either, so that's really good too. It can also just do a chunk of damage to a lot of Mons as well. Sludge Wave Oko's Tapu Koko if it's not a defensive set, which is really good too. It also can Oko, I think it does a lot of damage to Ludicolo. I don't think it Okos. Yeah, it does an Oko, as far as I know. Other moves, Focus Blast Okos Kyurem and also Okos Kabutops after it hits us, obviously. And Dark Pulse is just kind of there for Latias, but I don't think it's Okoing Latias as well. But it still does a good chunk of damage that I need, and also can do a lot of damage to Metagross as well. Otherwise, this is a really good Pokemon overall. I think that I wasn't gonna bring Tornadus at first, but because it's Scarfed, it can outspeed Ludicolo, which is the main thing that can go through my team. Kabutops can as well, but Kabutops is already kind of threatening high key, so I think that if he does bring it, we'll be more prepared for it. But we're mostly prepared for Ludicolo rather than Kabutops, because I think it's coming more often than not. But I put Kabutops on screen just to put it here, just because I know I can still beat it no matter what. Howdy, the Scrafty is a very, very weird set. Crunch, Drain Punch, Thunder Punch, and Poison Jab. This allows me to guarantee an Oko with Z Poison Jab against Tapu Koko, and its Dazzling Gleam does not Oko us, which is really good too. With the Moxie Boost, we'll probably die at some point, because I think Dazzling Gleam does enough damage even with our investment that still kills us. If something like Latias comes in, if it's in the rain, obviously Kabutops come in can hurt us a lot, and Politoed coming in could definitely do Scald as well. I was gonna go Shed Skin, but then I decided against it. Anything that really comes in can definitely kill us afterwards if it is in the rain. If it's not in the rain, I think we're gonna pray up to the gods and hope Drain Punch gives us but back enough health against something like Kabutops and also stuff like Metagross, but I think I'll just go Crunch either way. At +1, I think we Oko Kabutops, and we definitely Oko Metagross at +2 with Crunch if it's not a defensive set. And we also do a lot of damage to Latias, but I don't know if Scratch is going to be even living that long. It'll just be in there it'll probably be in there as a Sackmon just in case. But the Z Poison Jab on Tapu Koko would definitely be a great decision on my part if I can get it off. And I really like Scrafty for that one reason. I wasn't going to bring it at first, but none of my other Pokemon are really that great in this matchup otherwise, so Scrafty definitely is going to be instrumental. Thunder Punch is mainly for something like Politoed, and that's really it. I mean, I could just not run it, but I just want to have it just in case, like, Polito comes in against me. What happens to my full health or something? Like, I'm already, like, +2, +3 if I already kill some things. It'd be really good to have as a good move to Oko Politoed. I believe it does, if it's not a defensive set. Ramona is Yachi Berry, and this is a very, very, very specific set. So, 60 HP, 252 special attack, and 96 speed, 196 speed, excuse me. This allows us to get up Tailwind and outspeed all of the rain abusers, and that is very, very, very crucial. So with Tailwind, we put it up Giga Drain, Okos, Kabutops, Seismitoad, but if they don't have Rindo. If they have Rindo, then we're fucked. But I think he's bringing Z Kabutops or Z Kyurem, which would be very terrible. For me. Air Slash guarantees a 2-hit KO on Ludicolo, and if you use Ice Beam against us, believe me, we're not dying because we have the Yachi Berry, and then the next Air Slash kills Ludicolo. Earth Power is good against Tapu Koko, and I think that's guaranteed Oko. I'll put that on screen most likely as well, and also hits Metagross. That's not a guaranteed Oko as far as I know. But Tailwind is really good in this matchup because if I can get up Tailwind, then I can literally send in Scales and then just do what I gotta do, get a D-Dance or 2 off, and then just drop like 1,000 arrows and stuff. But on the other hand, Shaman does have a really good time in this matchup and can definitely do a lot to this team. And I really like Ramona. So the Yachi Berry is necessary for Ice Beam from Ludicolo, and also Ice Punch and Icy Wind from Seismitoad. I'm not expecting Icy Wind, but I am expecting Ice Beam. I think it also lives 1 Ice Beam or whatever else from Kyurem. I don't think it lives the Z move, but it does live some moves. So that is good for Shaman there. Otherwise, not really meant to hit Latias, but it definitely can use Air Slash, I guess. But I wouldn't have this out against Latias in the first place. But everything else, maybe. Doesn't want to be in against Roserade, but I don't think it's coming either. But Scales is their last one with the Yachi Berry, and Scales has the 252 in attack and speed with the Adamant Nature with D-Dance, 1,000 arrows, Grass Knot, and extreme speed with a 4 special attack. It is a guaranteed 2-hit KO with Grass Knot against Seismitoad. We take 1 Ice Punch and 1 Icy Wind, and then we can still Grass Knot to kill it. After 2 D-Dances, well, 1 D-Dance guarantee, well, no D-Dances, I should really start off there. Guarantees an Oko against Tapu Koko no matter what. With a +1 boost, we can guarantee an Oko against Kabutops, Tapu Koko, Metagross, I believe, and I think Roserade, and maybe Swellow. At +2, we guarantee an Oko against Politoed. That would probably be a defensive set anyways. And I think that's it. Extreme Speed is just there to outspeed, or just to hit, well, obviously outspeed, but to hit Latias hard, and also just to pick off kills of low HP Mons. If Koko is definitely Scarfed, then if I can basically guess it, I think Extreme Speed still can, at +2 or even +1, can still do a chunk of damage, or even Oko type of Koko at that point. But Scales is literally just here just to clean up if it has to. It can take 1 ice hit and then it's fine. And once you get a D-Dance off, it doesn't outspeed any of the rain abusers with that D-Dance, unfortunately, which is really, really sad. But at 2 D-Dances, if we can get those off, on the second one, if the Pokemon decides to hit us first with an ice move, then we get the second one off, then we're fine. Except for Ludicolo, I don't want to fight Ludicolo with this. I'd rather fight Kabutops, because then we still outspeed all of them with +2, but I can't do anything to Ludicolo. I'd much rather prefer Kabutops. And we don't kill Seismitoad either, but that's a given. But I think that's really it. I think if they're not running max speed on their rain abusers, this will become an easy match. But I'm very scared of this team. I'm not expecting to come out of this battle with a W, but I am expecting this battle to go swimmingly well for me and for Gerard. But if you guys did like this video, give it a like, comment, and also subscribe. This is your coach at the Palatine Pots for the Lido League Revived and a team builder fighting against the Chicago Cub Chews. I will talk to you guys later.